a beautiful queen, a daring prince, a city doomed to fall. According to ancient Greek myth, the Trojan War began when Paris of Troy took Helen, queen of Sparta. The Greeks launched a massive army to bring her back, led by warriors like Achilles and Odysseus. For 10 years, they fought outside Troy's walls. But it would take a trick to end it all, the Trojan Horse. But was this just a legend? Or could there be truth behind the tale? The Greeks couldn't defeat Troy through force, so they turned to deception. They built a massive wooden horse and left it outside the city walls, pretending it was a gift. The Greek army appeared to sail away, leaving the horse behind. The Trojans brought it into the city, celebrating their so-called victory. But hidden inside the horse were Greek soldiers. That night, they crept out, opened the gates, and let the army in. Troy was destroyed. But did this actually happen, or was it just a clever tale? For centuries, scholars believed the Trojan War was just a myth. But in the 1870s, a man named Heinrich Schliemann changed everything. He traveled to modern-day Turkey and began digging at a site called Hisarlik. What he found were the ruins of an ancient city, possibly Troy. Multiple layers of cities stacked on top of each other, some destroyed by fire and war. Could this be the place where myth meets history? Many believe it is. At Hisarlik, archaeologists discovered 9 layers of ancient cities. One layer, known as Troy VII, dated back to around 1300 BCE. It showed signs of fire and destruction, just like in Homer's tale. This timeline fits with the possible date of the Trojan War. The evidence suggests a real conflict may have occurred. But who fought and why? That's where the Hittites come in. Ancient Hittite texts mention a city called Wilusa. Many scholars believe Wilusa was the real name of Troy. These texts also name a king called Alexandru, possibly referring to Paris, whose other name was Alexander. The Hittites described conflicts with Greek kingdoms, suggesting real political tension in the region. Could these texts prove a real war happened? It's possible that Homer's epic was inspired by real events passed down for centuries. The gods, the prophecies, the epic battles, those are myths. But the city of Troy, the war, the destruction, that might be history. What began as a poetic legend could be rooted in a real Bronze Age conflict. The Trojan War sits between fact and fiction, a story shaped by memory, myth, and mystery. Subscribe for more short history episodes uncovering the truth behind the world's greatest legends.